Hello. Hi, everyone. Welcome, and a very warm, happy welcome that you're here. I'm Deirdre Morgan, intuitive and clarity coach, popping in to share some quick tips for navigating this October. Now, the card from the tarot deck that was picked is the Queen of Cups. And cups, as you know, is about emotions and heart. And the Queen is a card of mastery. This is known as emotional integrity, self-love, appreciation, being authentic in expressing your feelings and thoughts without blame or shame. And you'll notice the stork, yes, symbolizing giving birth to that authentic, heart-based self that may have been hidden or layered off for so many years. Keep this in mind, because 9, of course, is the spiritual heart, the unconditional heart, the unconditional love. And the stone I picked, for those of you who like to have a stone or a crystal, I picked a stone I've never even heard of. Perhaps you have. It's called Bixbite, okay? And it's the 9th card in the deck, which I thought, okay, I may never have heard of Bixbite, but it's a 9, and it's in sync with the 9 of the October's resonance, so I'll stick with it. And sure enough, the message of Bixbite is stay on your path with courage, conviction, and commitment to finish any residual issues you're carrying due to unmet needs during childhood. Okay? Wonderful card. So keep it in mind. I love all the rosiness and the lights and the gold. To me, it's just a perfect stone that symbolizes unconditional love, as well as you gotta have heart. I'm reminded of that song. So you gotta have heart. Keep going. Believe in yourself. So what is this October about, just in general, just quick? 9 is known as the Alpha and the Omega. It contains everything, endings and beginnings, the all. And I'm reminded of what one of my favorite actresses, who just recently passed away, said. Stories always come to an end, but life's endings always indicate new beginnings. And that's the Alpha and Omega. That's why we say 9 is about feeling whole and complete within yourself. That is why we call it the card, in very beta terms, the card of success and accomplishment. There's a whole new sheriff in town, and that's you. So you enrich your heart. So this month, where it's about change, about endings and new beginnings, releasing, letting go of what no longer resonates or works for you, to make way for the new and perhaps implement the new with some action to get into that high octane emotional space that 9 represents. This month can be tricky for some of us, depending on where you are, I am, each of us is on our personal growth trip. So you may find yourself letting go, no longer willing to carry the old doubt, fear, lack template in the ways you've been living and activating it to determine your choices. This month, I am asking you in new beginning mode, I give you a choice. You can release simply by framing the old wounds, meditation, rituals, coaching, but in fact, what you're doing is shifting the emotional energy, the emotional charge you had on those experiences by seeing, shifting your perspective, changing the story. You've heard that 1,000 times from me. To see where that experience has given you strength and new wisdom that you might not have gained if you hadn't gone through. And the operative word is you're through with that experience when you determine you're through with it. The other way to release the old wounds, the old emotional hangups, is by taking a proactive, which means action with heart, action into a new direction, into shifting how you think and feel about things. And I'm going into this in a few secs. This is strictly your choice, your call, how you wish to do it. If you wish to do it, whether or not you let go of your doubt, fear, lack template, and how you choose to let it go. There's no right, wrong. There's no shoulds. There's no shoulda, woulda, coulda. You're saying goodbye to that judging and at the same time raising your guard into heart-based power from the ego-based power, which is, when you think about it, what we've each been doing and transitioning into during the year. Remember, this year was a huge reset for power and authority, how we think about it, how we use it, what we're going to do with it. And as we're finishing up this reset, because it's a 9-month, this is the initial phase of moving into a new power. Keep in mind, you're switching out of the old belief, attitude, approach that said power is control of the environment through fear and intimidation, into power is now feeling good with yourself, so you manifest and contribute on terms you're happy with. So keep this in mind. This has been our big reset, and where you are and how you feel about things. This month is up to you to get conscious of, to accept and allow in your life. So with this in mind, I'm offering you the following quick tips. 1, I really think it's most important, and probably my number 1 tip to you, to make time. Write out your definition of power. Okay, how you think about it, how you plan to use it, because your attitude, your thinking will determine how you use that creative, loving force in you, how you express it, and how or if or when you will accomplish it. This is so important because the 9, as I've said, indicates the higher frequency, the higher vibration, the greater awareness, the bigger picture. And so 9 is, if it's about greater awareness and being more conscious, then what we're experiencing and about to experience a great deal more of next year, okay, is greater awareness, not only of ourselves, our intentions, our motivations, our values, blah, 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 but others, what's in the community, what's in the world, okay? Therefore, it's no longer just being a co-creator of our experience in life. It's about becoming conscious co-creators of our life. And it can only really be done successfully when we're feeling good with ourselves, when we've adapted and adopted the new definition of power and authority, okay? Which is feeling good with ourselves. So to move faster into this awareness, this level, level of living, I'm suggesting to you One, give up. Let go of your need for external validation. That's the ego power. It is a human need to want acceptance and acknowledgement. Yes, that is part of who we are. But my question to you is, do you give yourself the acceptance and acknowledgement, the love and appreciation and respect? And to what extent do you do it? If you're doing it and living it fully, then it will just won't matter whether you get it from the outside world or not. And chances are you'll get more than enough because you're a magnet for it then. Two, let go of your need to control. Remember, that's part of the old definition, the old format. And how well do you now trust your process or the process of life? Okay. Do you believe the universe is supporting you? Do you believe that everything will work out? You have to trust and trust that divine order is at play. That's how we let go of controlling. Number three, can you let go of unsupportive relationships? Have you let go? These unsupportive relationships are largely codependent, which means they're based in the doubt, fear, lack template. And do you really want that still activated in you? Okay. I'm going to ask that you reconsider your friendships or your romantic desires if you don't have a romantic relationship. Create ones that inspire and uplift you. So the people, the criteria for having friends is now, are they kind? Are they honest? Are they supportive? Inspirational? And stick to it. Number four is, are you still compromising yourself to fit in? Are you able to speak your truth, the truth? Do you refuse to hide out, suppress, or edit what you say or who you are to meet other people's expectations? Are you willing to be you? Are you willing to be disliked and just live up to who you are and who you know yourself to be? Can you be you, authentic? Because then and only then can any of us or each of us link up with our tribe and meet like-minded souls. Ultimately, it's old template, new template. It's a keystone month. Are you willing? Are you ready to be happy and comfortable being happy with yourself? Celebrate your growth. Celebrate, acknowledge the changes, the shifts you've made in your mindset of moving out of being ego-based to heart-based. Think about it. Whenever we complete a project, a business deal, let's see, a cycle in life, we celebrate. We have birthdays, and it's very important to celebrate those endings and those completions because that sort of grounds us in that feeling of well-being and feeling good within, whole and complete, and makes the next level of learning and living so much smoother and much easier for us. So take the time to honor yourself and your path to consciousness, to greater consciousness, most importantly, to conscious co-creation. That will be the theme for next year. So it isn't going away, and there's plenty of time to tweak. As the card said, keep healing any issues that come up. Keep going, commit to expressing and living your heart. So let go to grow and be in the flow. Just so you know, it's all about love. Everything else is incidental. And that's a wrap for October. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for your support. Let me know if you have questions and comments. I'm available at deirdresinsights@gmail.com. Just text, and I will look forward to seeing you next month. So stay well, stay happy, and blessings all the way.